that, especially, you know, obviously Vertigo was Team Edward's pick, and they were able to win it. It was close, but I think it was one of those picks where I don't think they picked Vertigo because they thought, oh, man, we're going to be so nuts at Vertigo. You know, I don't think it was really like that. They won yesterday on it, so they felt confident, so they picked it. But Mirage, this was a bold pick for Team Maikelele. It was a bold pick. Now, they do have Boros and Mouse and Rowland, who are all very much Mirage players. But Maikelele had said he didn't want to play Mirage, and now you're up against two Na'Vi players in the likes of SDY and Simple, who are Mirage gods.
So it's which one can step up the most.
Yeah.
Will Boros be able to, you know, kind of prove that the proof is in the pudding in a matchup like this on Mirage? So they bled their way out onto the site. Bomb's going down, but so is everyone because Edward's killing them. Oh, they keep peeking him. Oh, Davey, it's 1.6 all over again. Switches to the Glock so he can finish the pop off in the pistol round. Is he going to get Clown? No. Maikelele goes down, and that's the way they kick it off.
5 headshots for Edward from the jungle position. He was tucked away in that corner, and look at the line of bodies. The destruction he left in his wake. From that corner, manages to find all 5 headshots, and Team Maikelele not able to pick up a pistol round so far in this final.
God damn, Edward. Take a breather.
Yeah.
Take a pause.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine the tilt instantly?
Oh, my God.
Woo! All right, Davey. Things are spicing up. It's getting warm in the Kinguin studio, and it's all Edward's fault.
Yeah. He keeps doing that to us.
Yeah, it keeps pouring more water on the coals.
Yep. Oh, that timing for Edwards. That is brutal. Simple's able to find one back. Another 1-for-1 as Waro goes down eventually after he had picked up one, but Simple won the reface. Ends up dropping to Rowland, so it is just SDY and Connector. And there's a man who's already made his way up through window. That is Rowland, and he's in the back line. He's inside of the market, and he's going to be working his way towards B. You can see the bomb now towards middle is already falling back, going back into the B halls, but Bondic, he's nowhere near. He's not even on the B site. He's dropped into window. So they've taken it completely for free.
It's their bomb site now. They've got a contract. It's been given to them. You can't take that back.
No.
Be rude, Davey.
You could rip it up, but it's not necessarily going to be legally effective.
They went to a notary.
Yeah. Oh.
See? Nothing you can do about it. Well, maybe you could do that. But can he do it twice more? That's the question. Bondic with the entry. He's got the kit in the back pocket as well. SDY is there to support. Peek from on top of the van. Oh, Bondic spraying his way through them. All on Maikelele to try and clutch it then. Can he bring the scoreline 1-1, or will he go down in the tight 2v1? He stepped round them, but they're going to swing from the front. SDY finds him, and they still pick up the pieces.
And that's a round, really, that Team Maikelele had fully into their control. They had the player get through CT spawn. They were up 3 versus 2. Free bomb plant onto that B site, and the post-plant positions, honestly, were just bad.
Yeah.
You had 2 players towards van and 1 at bench. Guys, you have so much time. You have full control of the site. Make sure to get somebody into some good post-plant spots, right? That's one of those things where, you know, that first kill that they gave up on the retake towards Bondic was just so unnecessary, right? They don't need to give that kill to Bondic at all. Makes it into a 2v2, and then again, it's just solo fights.
The way I was sort of envisioning this from Team Maikelele as well is just going to be all-out attrition towards middle again and again. Because that's where Boros thrives. If he can be at the front of the wolf pack on mid-fights, he will just tear you to pieces. He's like a kid playing with Lego, mate. Smash!
Yeah, just wants to absolutely destroy everyone and everything. Was Waro. He's got tagged down twice now, but just through the corner of the walls means he gets to get away. 52 HP remaining, and Edward's not going to be cleared. Decides to give him a little love tap just for fun as he finds his second, not able to get the third. Mouse does eventually answer back, but not before Simple found one from window. So it is the 4 versus 2, and Team Maikelele very much on the back foot. They've gone for the force again into this one just because of how much damage they'd done. They wanted to keep the pressure on the economy, and now if they want to keep that up, they're going to need some kills. Mouse gets one more, but he is dropped down so low, down to just 16 HP, and Simple's got another one for himself. Oh, they know he's here. He's just stuck. He's trapped. He's sad. He's lonely. He's dead.
Not things you want. All of them. All of them bad. But 3 rounds for Edward. That's a big tick in their book. They're going to be happy with the way Mirage has started, even with the close second round. I'm still thinking back to the pistol. Edward, 7-2. The ace opener with the USP. The gangster Glock at the end.
That is classic him.
It is vintage Edward.
Yeah.
They'll need a crate of those Edward wines that you've got on Tuscan just slapped into A site now, Mirage, you know? A fine vintage.
I want to see an edit where they take like the kills from Mirage, but like just sort of like put it into the background of Tuscan. You know
Right,
what I mean? Like
yeah.
just the player outlines, but it's Edward on top of the box on Tuscan and all those kills happening at bottom mid. You know
Or cut between both after each frag.
Classic.
And then sync it to the beat.
Yeah,
There you go. That's one for the movie makers out there.
Dun.
Exactly. Or like some Katy Perry.
Baby, you're a fire.
DMCA, Davey.
True, yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting about that.
God damn. He's trying to get us banned. And so are the plays, because a lot of the things we've been seeing are not suitable for Twitch, especially what Simple is pulling out back on the first map. Right now, it's Waro that wants a piece of the pudding. Goes out towards middle. Cuts his way through one of them. Follow-up frag onto Maikelele. The rifle's now cold on the ground, and it's all up to Rallen with the Deagle Blaze.
They have been consistently doing this as well. Once those trades come out in middle, you just see the full collapse from the CTs. They all group up together trying to make sure they get those kills back, and that's what they've done time and time again. Simple and Edward did drop, but it doesn't really matter. Waro falls in there. Bondit comes off short, right? It's like just a full frontal collapse there on middle every time once they lose some players. And Team Maikelele just hasn't been able to deal with the re-aggression thus far. Still very early days, though.
Of course, only 4 rounds in.
Yeah, and even those like early gun rounds, they were force buys from Team Maikelele, right? So they either had, you know, guns and a lack of utility, or they had some players with util, but not really an upgraded gun. As Simple made the jump into the ladder. Good movement from him. Did that through the smoke as well, and that's able to catch Maus off guard as they try to go aggressive. Waro's there to support as Devilwalk tried to go for the trade. Rallen does find Bondic, actually. The bomb is still in T-spawn, but Boros has made his way up towards window here, and Simple spotted him. He's done some damage, but not able to find the kill.
King of the timings, at it once again. Rallen's going to come over to try and assist him. SDY watching the face. Maikelele, in the meantime, rips the face off of Waro and gives the edge over to his team. 3 versus 2. He's wrapping back up to collect the bomb. There is a bit of a flank from Edward. He's walking his way over towards the ramp. But the duo on Maikelele's squad, they're both now going out round towards the B site. SDY has a lot to get done in this round.
They're going CT to A as well. They made it through window. And this is one of those weird situations for Team Edward where because they've lost full control of window, they have to go aggressive on the extremities. But Team Maikelele will know this. And I think there's actually a bit of a mistake going on here where Maikelele's in spawn with the bomb. Oh, and Edward finds 2. That is worst case scenario for them, as now Maikelele has to go aggressive up short. Oh, and he takes the shot. He's giving his spot away. He didn't know. He didn't know SDY was going to be pulling up close. Oh, Jack, what a nightmare. He tries to pre-fire the corner thinking SDY is going to be holding for him, but little did he know SDY was just running up with his knife out. He could have caught him.
Man had the blade in his hands, looking like the wicked Skeng man, just trying to sprint his way to short. Here's the shot and goes, well, nah, none of that.
No, none of that.
Uh-oh. Not what you want to see. Another close round that could have been wired over to the T's. Ooh, smooth moves on the short jump. Simple tucked into position. Mid-control. Back in full effect, though, from Team Maikelele. This is more so what I was expecting from them. It's where Boros thrives. And they're going to boost him up, tuck him into the window early on. Oh, finds the frag onto Edward. You need to silence him. And Simple goes the same way. So 3 CTs left. Surely they won't let this one slip away. But Bondic, he's going to fight fire with fire.
Oh, and again, they found those timings, those openings in middle. They've been able to find the kills in mid. They just haven't been able to close out the rounds. And this time, they're going to be trying to do exactly that as Maikelele finds the kill onto that solo A site player of SDY. He drops, and that is just the call to save towards B. But actually, I mean, Team Maikelele is kind of collapsing on B here as Rallen's walking through market. There's one towards upper B, and they, for some reason, haven't gone back towards A. They're still committed to this. Did they see both right there? Okay, yeah, they did see both finally. So yeah, they are going to go back towards A. It was a long time coming. You're sitting there watching the radar like, guys, no, not like this. Not like this. Instead, now they are just going to go for the save. They do know that there was one player here towards upper B. That is Devilwalk, just sitting passively, holding for this aggression. So honestly, they know they have them trapped right now in B site. They know they're stuck. Waro finds one op kill onto Rallen. And that's going to be the call, too, as well, where Mouse is just like, you know what? I'm just going to stay towards connector. There's not going to be any Snacks-esque ninja diffuses going on here.
Someone suddenly appears on the site. They dug a little tunnel to get over there, you know. I mean, with 6 seconds left and Devil Walk Spray not really finding any connections and the resmoke going down, that should be both of the weapons saved at the very least, which you'll be happy with. You bring the AWP over, you still got the AK. And finally, it's a round for the T side.
Yeah, and they desperately needed those guns as well. Look at the money on Simple, down to just 1,500. Oh, Waro's passed the op over. Simple's like, okay, I op now. Oh,
okay.
Bondic, he dropped that other one over to Waro. Little double op setup here for the CTs.
Cheeky double scope.
Yeah, this is one of those things where if this works this first round, Team Maikelele is just tilted. There's like, oh my god, there's just no way.
Okay. What's the approach from the T's? Already barreling their way down middle. Boros and Maikelele sticking together as the duo. Boros again. If he's going to have another one of these outrageous timing rounds, it could be huge, but it's Maikelele that puts the bullet to the face of Edward. The peak comes out from Simple, but Boros! Oh, he's always so crisp with the AK, and he keeps it going as well. Hits harder than a pain train. No one can derail him, Davey.
Walks straight through that connector smoke and finds the headshots onto the players in A, gets the rotators as well, and that's one for Simple where he's in that corner in jungle, his teammate dies in connector, and he's like, man, what am I supposed to do? And of course, it is Boros who finishes it off with another headshot. 4 for him on the round. He's 9 and 6. And he has completely broken the economy for Team Edward. That double op not paying off in that situation. Not able to even, they weren't even able to take a shot.
No.
Both oppers died before they even had a chance to shoot back.
It doesn't matter that they had AWPs. Maikelele had a Boros. They're getting stabbed again, though. They are getting a bit stabbed. Just a little bit.
We do a little stabbing.
Yeah, as a treat.
Yeah.
As a treat.
Look at Simple. He's got Deagle head armor. He's like, again, he's just like, man, I just can't be bothered to eco. I just don't feel like it.
I buy the armor, I buy the deagle, I win the round.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going through his head right now. And this is much slower from Team Maikelele as well. Obviously, knowing that the economy is going to have taken a massive divot. You can play with that range advantage. Use those AKs to their full effect. No need to get up in the face with the pistols. That's normally where things go bad. Waro tagged down to 58. And the B site completely barren. Once they clear out through short, they should realize this.
Yeah, Edward's got the info, though. He's decided to push up through apartments. It's the right play. Not going to matter, but it still is the right play. You know, it's worth pointing out. It was pretty, you know, he's like, oh, yeah. Wow, they're throwing nades middle. We are on full eco stack A. Maybe we should try to find out where they are. Walk through apartments, find nothing. But hey, bomb's planet B. Unlucky.
Boros still just getting his aim crack in, isn't he?
Yes. The one man with the Deagle head armor. Boros just swings around the corners. One taps him.
You need to dub it like the Boros burst when he goes running into a site. Boros the butcher.
Yeah, there's so many.
There you go. There's a lot we could do with it.
Boros the battering ram.
Yeah. Look at that. It's Mouse right now, though, that's making some misery. Boros still up for the fight.
Boros the basher.
Over the shop. How does he do it? He loves it. He loves looking for heads. It's like a point-and-click game.
Yeah.
It's like Monkey Island. Okay, spray for the final 2. Looks like SDY will be the only one that actually survives. At least he's got the deagle.
Yeah. Give that back over to Simple, you know, as he's just on 26. He can use it. Oh, no way. Is SDY... they're trying to figure out right now. Okay, yeah. There you go. I was wondering if they were going to give Simple a gun, because it is Simple. If this was Na'Vi, you know, Simple's getting a gun this round.
Oh, yeah.
But this is for fun, you know.
Just as a treat.
Yeah. We'll let somebody else have the gun. Oh, and Boros, he switched it up. Went into apartments this round, walks out and finds the opening instantly onto SDY. Head ripped clean off right through the corner of that triple box. And now, nade damage onto Waro, nade damage back onto Maikelele. Exchanging high explosive grenades back and forth. But it is still the man advantage for the T's here.
And it really does prove the point we were talking about, man. Oh, it's kind of Boros' playing ground. Rallen, he gets the timing through the smoke. Simple had no idea he was right behind him. And it's just Bondik that remains alive. 4 players on Team Maikelele. They've got everything they could want in this one. Bondik, he's got a hell of a fun run to make it over to the A site if he wants to run the risk of going for something.
No one here is holding for him, but they did know he was in B. He had got the kill earlier in the round onto Mouse trying to lurk out, so they know that he potentially could have pushed into T-spawn, as you can see. Devilwalk's making his way over to just sort of look for him, and he's running up right behind him. There should be a kill for Bondik. Does find the 1, but now the hunt is on. There's a player above him, a player coming from middle, and Rallen on just 9 HP is going to walk around the corner, but it doesn't matter because Boros, the headshot machine, is there to make sure no gun is brought over. 15 and 6 for Boros.
Devilwalk, yet to make his presence known.
Well, that's because Devilwalk's letting Boros have his kills.
Exactly. What you don't realise is, Davey, that's not reflected on the scoreboard, is all of these kills Boros are getting are coming from Devilwalk's calls.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, and also, Devilwalk has moved his monitor directly next to Boros's, so that Boros pretty much has 2 points of view, right? So Devilwalk can't even see what he's looking at, but he just holds W, runs around, and gives Boros the information.
That's how selfless of an IGL he is.
Yeah.
You know, he flew to where Boros was in Jordan, got set up so he could just have both of the monitors just to give him the extra periphery.
Exactly. And you might think I'm joking, but I'm not. I take this very
We've
serious.
seen it.
Yeah.
We've seen. We wouldn't. When have we ever lied?
No, not even once.
Ever. Prove it. Simple going to go down though, as he's been killed by Devilwalk. He's in the game.
Yeah. Did you know that going back years, Devilwalk has actually personally coached Boros on how to just overall play the game, aim training, tactics, everything. He just spends hours a day just with Boros, just like literally just telling him how to play.
Yeah, they almost got a Disney show called Boros and Devilwalk together, but it was pulled last minute, unfortunately. Couldn't have enough money to get Devilwalk in full time.
Yeah, it's one of those things like Boros is the hands, but Devilwalk is the brain.
Yeah, they're one unit.
Yeah, they've created a super player.
Mate, Boros is just not stopping when it comes to these entries. Mouse as well with a HE, you're going to blow away Edwards. A bit of a trade back onto Devilwalk and Boros though. The duo, they take damage together,
Of course.
like twins.
Of course. And you know, fun, like early on in this game, even when Team Maikelele was winning out on the early fights towards middle, it seemed like Team Edward was always, you know, there to make sure they collapsed and traded back. But so far, you know, ever since those first opening rounds, that just hasn't been the case. Once Team Maikelele's got the nades, it's been all downhill for them. As simple, misses the first one, misses the second, uncharacteristic, and he is going to get spammed down and he's going to drop. Now they know Bondik is normally the B player, so do they expect him up here? Looks like he missed his timing regardless.
Yeah. Not ideal at all. Shame to see the misses as well. Simple just nutmegging them rather than being able to pick up the frags. Could have held them back, potentially allowed them to make a play, but instead it seems like for the first time in our second map, Team Maikelele will take the lead 6-5. Oh, Bondik space program, he's gone.
That's another 3K for Boros as well.
He doesn't stop. 18-6 in the space of 11 rounds.
Good. That's crazy.
Look at how much he's being utilized.
I know, he's just activating him. Really, honestly, full credit to Devilwalk here in this game so far.
Yeah. He's the top fragger.
Yep.
Spiritually.
Yeah.
The brains, the brawn, the bad man. That'll be on the back of the shirt.
The best looking.
Yeah. All of it. Everything.
Yeah, he's got it all.
Rallen this time picks up the entry mantle with a headshot onto Edwards. It's a free... Well, I was going to say 3D because that's actually a 5-7 for SDY. Yeah, not going to matter though, as it seems like all the pistols are being picked off. He might actually get one with this. No,
he just heard him run away. He's just so sad. He's like, oh, he was right there.
Oh, Bondik peak.
My CZ doesn't do that.
No. God damn, the claws came out.
There's another kill for Devil. Look at the flash assist. This guy's relentless.
He's doing everything.
He's relentless out here.
He just does not stop. Here we go.
Unbelievable performance from Devilwalk.
It is indeed.
It is just classic him. Like,
okay. 7-5. It's what you want. It's T-side Mirage as well. It's the dream scenario, really. It's where Boros can absolutely be at his best. And Devilwalk. But for Team Edwards, can they start to get to grips with the game in the last few rounds of this? Molotov out towards the back of B. Maikelele looks like he's gone straight through it. Edward, meanwhile, he clears out towards underpass and overpasses Rallen.
Oh, but look at this. Devil Rose has made his way out on A, and he's looking for more. He's hunting, and he finds the headshot. SDY goes down. He looks for another one, but no, he just can't do it. Edward's there to make sure he gets traded. Make sure that nothing crazy goes on this round from Devil Walk.
So it's all onto the triple threat. Maikelele scoped in. Silent as he crouches up, doesn't want to be detected. Finds the shot onto Simple, drops out through the window as well, ready for the no-scope, channeling his inner Simple, it seems. And Waro, he's the last man standing. With 9 HP, he will buckle easily. Time ticking away as well as the bomb's been planted. No kit in the back pocket, 2 flashes. And he can't afford to take any damage here. Maikelele hard scoped on the angle, ready for the face, rips it clean off.
Yeah, and huge round from them to pick up. Going up 8-5. They've sort of started to bring this one back now. This is a great T-side scoreline for them, really, when you think about it. 8-5 on the T side of Mirage. Did say in these pug environments, it sort of tends to favor the CT side. Look at that, man. Yeah, unbelievable.
Messy Maikelele. Always causing a bit of carnage. Boros straight back. Living it large like a big baller as he runs his way down middle. Paranoid about the face from short. Molly's going to go out. Already Edward's creeping up through ramp though. They've realized if there's no early aggression towards the A site, they're not tending to go there. So Edward's clearing this out and at least going to be able to call that across. Simple meanwhile is armed with the MP9 towards jungle. Bit of a trade back between Rallen and SDY. Both of them coming off worse for wear. Mouse with a tag. Oh, the reaction shot, though, works. Doesn't matter that he's low HP. He's still finding entries. 14th round's looking competitive. The Famous, though, not going to work out too well. 3 players left for Team Edward. Boros lurking out towards the A site. He can cut off the rotations. Cauterize the bleeding. And they're just going to peek into him as well. It's only really Edward that's been developing the flank from the get-go. But at this point, you can't run the risk of losing the weapon going into the last round.
No, they need that AK. They're going to need to try to bring this one over. I mean, like you said, just absolutely no money whatsoever. So they're just desperate. Oh, that's not good. It's not, even that armor would have been helpful, you know?
Every little helps, mate. That's the price.
Yeah, every little bit is just, it's necessary. It's necessary. Ooh, and taking a look at it, I mean, Simple is going to be able to get a gun. He's going to be able to get some armor. Edward will be able to drop 1. So they should have 3 rifles into this. But the main question is, how are they going to go about this? Are they going to collapse on middle? Are they going to decide to give up middle and play for the sites? It really is this situation now where they have to decide, because fighting for middle, it worked for them in the mid game. It started to not work for them at all here towards the end of this first half. And they need to make an adjustment. Edward's going to drop that smoke out, and you see him going aggressive. So if he wants to take this fight, he's not entirely by himself. There is one man off of short, and that's Waro. However, only the FAMAS. When that smoke is good, it's going to make, it has to, you know, it's just one of those things where it makes Edward think there might potentially be one from behind the box, because he doesn't matter. He's going to look up. He's going to go for the flick. Oh, what? It looked like that shot from Maikelele went straight through Edward as he tried to make his escape. But now, oh, Boros again. He snuck out, and that's a massive kill. Again, pure presence from Devil Walk allowing Boros to get that one. As the headshot is found onto Simple. It's a massive pickup. He's just 4 and 13. He's been struggling so far in this game as Boros finds his second. 23 kills for the man. He's been an absolute menace here to this CT side. And I'm tempted to keep calling them Navi. Just SDY, Bondic, Simple, Edward. Like yeah, exactly. Almost every time I'm always like, oh, a huge round there from Navi, but no, it's not. It's not Navi, is it? It could be.
Spiritually.
Yeah, exactly.
Feels a little bit. Feels a little bit like it.
Well, everyone knows Navi Bulldog.
Exactly. He was my favorite.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Back
Navi
in
player.
source. What a champion.
Yeah. He was also he also played for their Call of Duty 2 team.
I bet he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Medal of Honor Bulldog. My God.
Oh my God, he's all over the place. He does
can't
it
be
all.
stopped.
The man does it all.
The greatest of all time. Move over fatality.
Also, right now in the battle of Simple versus Devilwalk, Simple has 4 kills, Devilwalk has 3.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really accounting for all the kills that Devilwalk has gotten Boros.
Yeah, vicariously by living through them with the comms.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, obviously Valve's been working on that, like, neural link, right? That's one of the things that Gavin's been working on.
Sure.
It would be basically that they've demoed it, they're trying it out, they've given it to Devilwalk. So rather than using TeamSpeak, everyone is just inside of Devilwalk's head. So whatever he thinks, they see, and they experience it too.
Yeah, no, just everyone is. He's so giga-brained that he's actually controlling all 5 players right now.
Exactly.
But just their thoughts.
Yeah.
Like
they're still aiming, they're still giving it. Like the mechanics are all them.
Yeah.
But their thoughts are just pure Devilwalk.
Right. Like the part of their brain that is in control of motor function is still theirs. That's not being affected by it. But just all of this, like all the thoughts, all the strategy is all coming directly from Devilwalk.
It's being wired into the brain.
And he can do it simultaneously for all 5 of them.
Yeah, and you don't even have to comp because he just sees your POV.
Exactly.
Inside his third eye, you know?
It's unreal, really. The man doesn't get enough credit.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I tell you what will be crazy. Hopefully, the second half pistol. The scoreline bodes well. 10-5. As Team Edward now flip on to the T side.
I was hearing some typing, and I'd like to think that was Simple typing to Devilwalk. Yeah, I'm still beating you. I still have more kills than you. Devilwalk 3 kills, Simple 4.
His mental fortitude, Dave. We've already said it's too strong. It couldn't be broken. He's channeling it out, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
The text box doesn't even appear.
Oh my God, the man's using a USP dark water. That's how old he is.
A bit of a boomer skin there.
Yeah, exactly.
Maikelele zooming to punish Boros on the elevated angle, though. He's causing carnage. Can't quite finish off the last man, but Rallen, he rocks up and downs Edward. All on Simple now with the P250. Won't be crocodile tears for Team Maikelele, though, as Mal stops him dead in his tracks and takes the pistol, Davey, 11-5.
Yeah, and again, the most important part of that round was Devilwalk in CT spawn. As soon as they started coming out on A, he falls all the way back to CT and just allows his teammates to get all the kills. Once again, fully activating his team. And even right there at the end, he sacrificed himself to Simple for the memes so that Mouse could finish off the last kill. It's just, he's unbelievably selfless. This man, he's doing it all in this game so far. He's he's 1v9 at this point.
He's a champion. A living legend. And Simple, he's going to be waiting to be tested. Push up onto the top of mid. The HE tearing his flesh away, waiting for the repeat. Tag onto Rallen, drops him down to 69. Boros as well. Going to take a bullet into the chest. A mouse. Ooh. Well, you better hope the T's have their vests on their chest, because this could get messy. Man's got an MP9, and he's ready to maul him on entry. There's the face. Easy pickings, but SDY with the Glock does actually stop him, and it's a 3 versus 3.
And the bomb is going to go down in B, but look at this, Rallen. He's pushed up top mid. He knows that there's a man stuck just tucked away in this corner, and he wants to get it. Does. Waro eventually drops, and SDY with the MP9 from bench. This is weirdly winnable, actually. It all depends if Simple can land this shot. No, he's deceased immediately. SDY with the MP9, though, farming some money, farming some kills, and that is all it's going to be, though. Puts Rallen down to 30 HP, but that's not enough. You need to do 100 damage to get a kill. I'm pretty sure SDY even got a Glock burst kill that round.
He did, mate.
Man after your own heart right there.
Yeah, I know. We're kindred spirits. It's all about the Glock burst.
And in the end, of course, it was Devilwalk to close out the round by letting Rallen get 2 kills.
Well, obviously.
I know. I know. I just want to make sure the people at home, I just want to make sure they know.
They're aware of the situation.
Yeah.
All right, so SDY being dropped across the Kalashnikov. Simple, donning the AWP. What's he got in store for us on the T side? Any surprises here towards middle?
Flash there to help out his teammate. Is that actually a CT smoke that landed behind the boxes? I think it is. I can't tell if it was a molly and then they smoked it. Wait, is it Edward behind the box? No, it's Waro. I'm pretty sure that was actually a CT smoke that landed behind the box's top mid. Usually thrown by the T's to put out a molly, but they've decided to help him out a little bit as Simple finds the opening. That's Rallen dropping in window. Was an op versus M4, not really a fair fight. Smoke comes out towards window. And the buy from the CTs here, because of all the deaths that they had in the previous rounds, that their buy is actually really weak. They have one kit, but they're already almost completely out of utility. A minute remaining and just the one smoke on Boros.
Spam close towards Maikelele. The reload's off. Trigger discipline as he peeks out. They're fumbling with nades, and he's turning them into Marmonade, Daddy.
Oh!
He hits the head onto SDY. Mao's now peeking out from short as well. He's put him into the 1v1. The bomb's in an awkward angle, but he's still peeking. He just wants to go for the face.
And he hasn't seen the bomb yet, I don't think. It's behind the box, so he doesn't realize that it's down, but it doesn't matter. Edward swings out. Maus lands the shot. The op is recovered, and still Team Maikelele able to win the round. No bomb plant means money. Not good for Team Edward, but even for Team Maikelele, their money's in the bin. They just keep losing so many people. But hey, if they just keep winning the rounds, they're not going to care. They're going to win this game.
If their money's in the bin right now, they've got the swagger of a bin man because they're making it look sick. All of the plays are working so well. But for Team Edward, they've not really got much to play with. 2 Tech 9s, a Galil, the single AK on Simple. He's got to run rampant with the rifle, but Bondic's already down. Ratioed by Boros. Ooh. Waro trades back though at least. Kills the close quarters connector player. And jumps up to upgrade his gun.
Devilwalk getting that kill over towards A, and that could be massive as Waro swings through the smoke towards stairs and finds that trade onto Devilwalk. It is just Maikelele here, but he's outside of the window. He's just holding for the jungle aggression. That bomb slowly making its way into the A site from the ramp. That's on SDY, and we see Edward wants to go aggressive in CT spawn. There is the op of Maikelele here, but he isn't able to land the shot. Little bit of damage done, but I mean, they're going for this retake, and they need to find that kit wherever that's down. That needs to have been communicated over because they might need it. Maus finds the kill onto Waro. SDY is there, trades him back, and Edward is able to land the headshot onto Maus. So it's just Maikelele. He doesn't have a kit, and he's in the 1 versus 2.
Times tick, too far gone. Maikelele with no kit, not wanting to run the risk. Realize how hard it would have been. He backs off, grabs a few bits and bobs. He'll take the AWP, the smoke, and save the armor. Yeah,
that kit might have just not been in a very recoverable position. I'm not sure if it was in jungle or if it was towards CT. But in the end, you know, he realized, he's like, they have the crossfire. I have to try to run across from connector to site, getting shot from both sides, plus find the kit. It was just wasn't going to be enough. There was no time for that. And because of it, he grabs the op, he saves. So he has held on to it, and you know, Team Edward, they have broken the economy here for Team Maikelele.
What's the play from Maikelele as well? I'd like to see him going for something a little bit cheeky. Over towards connector early, supporting Boros. Aid in. Oh, follow up HE as well towards underpass. Won't do that much damage on him. Leaves him on 73.
And no real aggression here in middle. They're making sure they use this utility, slowly clear things out. We see the smoke dropped onto short as well as the one towards window. Waro spots the man cross the jungle. And actually, they spotted the op of Maikelele there. I don't know if he saw it, but it was on his back when he was quick switching. So if Waro was really paying attention, he would have been able to see that the op was towards A. As Boros, he fades that smoke in window, but Woro's already made his way across. So again, it's going to come down to timing, as Counter-Strike so often does. And Devilwalk's here playing close to the ramp with the smoke, and he has a Tech 9. All right, recovered Tech 9. It's a good spot to have a Tech 9, to be honest. Drops the smoke. That's a big kill, actually. Very important trade from Waro. Simple going down in connector means that the split is a little bit slowed down. It's a little bit jaded now.
They forced Devilwalk out with the Molotov. But you still got to get past him. He could clothesline you with a Tech 9. And time is going to be left dangerously tight as well. Under 20 seconds before the push comes to shove. Waro finds the head, and SDY gets another one as well. So there's 2 CTs left. One running in. That'll be Maus. Spray, not on point. Rallen burning to a crisp. He's got the spinny deagle though. That's a 15% accuracy increase, Davey. He's not landing the shots, and it won't matter. Team Edward with the 7th.
And I thought there towards the end of the round, you know, you're looking to see what the nade set's like for Team Edward as they're trying to go into A, and they didn't have any smokes. Maikelele was in CT spawn with the op. That was like, that's prime territory. That's a round where even though you're up 4 versus 3, you can't smoke out the opper in CT, and there's a real chance for Maikelele to have an impact there, but he just wasn't able to land the shots, wasn't able to find the frags. And because of it, Team Edward, they're slowly grinding it out here on the T side. They've got their 7th, now the full eco here for Team Maikelele. Flash is going to come over middle, and they're trying to close in on him. Woro's tucked away. He has the support from Simple. Nade, flash, and he just stays tucked, and really, the CTs, they decide not to go aggressive, so they don't get any of the kills. And they had sort of the right idea there, but they just hesitated. They were scared of the players on the mid-ramp, and because of it, they didn't find anything. Woro gets away. Rallen now going low, smoke comes out towards window, and this is sort of just a helpless eco now at this point.
Yeah, not really much that you can do. Woro can play his cards close to his chest, obviously as he is. There's no way they lose the gun.
And
Simple apparently just no-scopes it, well, bangs it through the wall.
Yeah, just spammed him through window. To
Yeah.
left side jaw. That's just unlucky, really.
That is a bit rough. Ooh, Miles has got the line up onto short. Tap, tap.
That's
No
one
frag.
where if he had an M4, it's just the most exciting thing ever. It's
Yeah.
you see all 4 players just converge into a line, and you're just spraying with the A1 there. You just get all 4 kills.
At least the money is back, though. So Team Maikelele with a reinvestment. Pulling out the M4s. Mixed bag of utility as well. Simple, still on the AWP. The AK's around to support it. Mouse with the instant drop down towards underpass. 2 players here, so you've got the elevated peak.
They're going for the boost. They don't have an op here on the CT side. And oh yeah, Boros gets tagged running away. The T's did a little boost of their own towards the top of middle to spot them as they cross back from underpass. And it did work. They found him. They saw him, but look at Mouse. He's like, no, no, no. We're not going to let you get away with that for free. Runs up there, finds the headshot onto Woro. It looked like Woro was either dropping the bomb or dropping some nades to the player behind him and ends up getting timing. Gets caught out. Isn't able to find anything. Now one thing here, again, the timing. SDY just walked down the stairs and cleared out the underpass push, and now, in that exact moment, is when Boros drops down. Woros. It's the, instead of Boros X Devil Walk combination, it's the
Yeah.
Boros X Woro combination.
It's like Dragon Ball Z, they've done the fusion dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, well, SDY. His wish has come true for the frag against Rallen. 3 versus 4. 45 seconds on the clock. Bomb out towards middle. Devil Walk again, tucking back in. And Edward just lurking, waiting for the call from the connector players. They've seen a bit of skin on the jiggle peak towards connector, but Edward still gets the entry straight onto the cranium of Maikelele. The only one that strikes back is Boros, but he's dead and gone. All on Devil Walk. 2 players so low, but it won't matter. Edward with the 3K, the round opener, and the round saver.
Wow, Team Edward, they went towards the A site, and every single player from Team Maikelele was there. They were ready. They had the crossfires, underbalk, CT, connect. They were all there, and somehow Team Edward is able to find the 1v1s and find those kills. Edward again lurking out from halls. We saw it yesterday on Inferno. Time and time again, he was able to find the impact. This is the first time so far today on the T side of Mirage we've seen it, but he does at such a crucial moment, such an important gun round. Team Maikelele picked that one up. They would have been on 14. They would have been able to buy into this one. Instead, now Team Edward is staring down double digits for the first time in this game. They're going to be able to bring this one close. And even still, I mean, look at the money for Team Maikelele. Next round, their buy isn't even going to be great.
No, the money really has fallen into quite a sticky predicament. Boros channeling his inner Edward, though. He's already gone for the flank out through ramp. But Edward, oh, he knows it better. Peeks out, finds the angle. Smites down, Devil Walk. Oh, Edward. God damn. When's he getting signed again?
I'll sign him right now.
I think we all should.
I can't offer him much, but...
but I want him back.
Yeah, but I'll sign him, though.
He's just been looking so crisp the whole event, dude.
Yeah, his aim has been on.
Yeah.
Like, his aim really has been on point. Another headshot onto Rallen. That's his 3rd of the round. I mean, add into what he's been doing on the pistols, and he flicks over, finds another headshot onto Maikelele, and Edward, look at him rolling back the years. He's even bunny hopping around.
God damn.
You ever seen an old man with that movement? No, sir.
Mate, he's the top fragger right now. 24 kills.
Oh my God, he is. Because
Wow.
obviously you have to have Boros' kills and give them to Devilwalk.
Of course, yeah.
So Edward, yeah, top fragger on the server. On his team, on the server, top fragger everywhere.
Yeah, he is living his movie into Mirage. Boros, though, he wants to try and make a bit of a blockbuster towards short. Will at least win out on the first duel, but Devilwalk's taken down by Edward, and it's a 4 versus 4 into round 24.
Devilwalk trying to change it up a little bit. He's been trying to play under balcony, but getting consistently mollied out, flank from connector, spammed through the floor. He just hasn't been having a good time. Tries to go aggressive towards the ramp, but of course it is Edward there. This time, instead of playing towards Palace, he was towards ramp. Devilwalk not expecting it. Loses his life. Now, Edward has the op. Now, this is new. I don't think I've seen, in all the years, even going back to 1.6, I could probably count the times on one hand Edward's had an op.
Can he make this one memorable? Right now, playing support. Smoke over the top. SDY on the entry. Finds the pick against Maikelele. Oh, good pathing as well to get the follow-up onto Rallen. I think that's the round down with it.
Uh-oh, it's looking like a Team Edward comeback. Oh, and look at this. Simple's like, no. I'm not planting. We're going hunting. We're looking for these men as they're trying to save their guns in CT spawn. You can see the T's. They've already collapsed towards middle. One player's making his way up through the B halls, and they do not want to let them get away with these guns.
They want a clean house. Take both of the M4s out of commission. Mouse tucks in behind a ticket booth. Boros just holding for the peek towards CT. Taps around the corner, realizes it's probably not worth it. But you know what? It's Boros, so he'll just peek again and be able to take him down.
And they've only spotted one of them, but they're both making their way up through CT. Obviously no time to run in there and try a little sneaky defuse. As Bondik's actually going to drop at the hands of Mouse, and he's made his way towards the window now, so he should get away with this gun. So they only carry one over, and the money for the T's, that's fine. They don't care about that, because in order for them to lose out on how much money they have in the bank right now, Team Maikelele would have to win 4 rounds in a row to break the economy, and if they win 3 rounds, the game's over. So they don't care. Team Edward, they can lose as many guns as they want going for that hunt.
Feels like this is probably a Team Maikelele pause as well. Make the most of it. Stop the game here. Talk about what you're going to do going into the next round. Cash right now, I mean, not amazing. 3.4 basically being the average across the board.
Yeah.
Could have made such a difference if they did actually get both of the save guns.
Yeah, now they still have that one AK to bring into it where Mao's, I mean, he's definitely had impact. You might honestly want to see that get tossed over to Boros, even though he has definitely cooled down a bit on the CT side. Oh, they actually drop him a gun. Okay, they're not going for the force. Mao's has just decided to drop that M4 over to Boros just so they have 2 rifles into it. A little bit of extra money. If they lose this one, his buy next round won't be great, but he'll still be able to get a rifle in, so decides to, you know, make sure he has that kit, that smoke, drop an M4 over to Boros. Give him the best chance to win this round.
Nice read with the early HE as well. Denied Waro from being able to go for the wide swing, but it won't really matter in the grand scheme of things as they've been mauled on the slap back. Boros at least finds one against Bondik. And Rallen with the deagle. Ooh, that was tight. A connection onto Edward, but not the kill he was hoping for.
Realistically, this should just be a save for the CTs.
Yeah.
There's an extra M4 up in the B halls. That round should be able to grab. That's it. That's 1 gun down on Mouse and Boros. I mean, this really should be a save, but he's like, you know what? I kind of feel like trying to shoot some people, though.
Yeah, he's up for it. He's always game. Clear the tight left. Ooh. Connection on the spray control. Takes down SDY. Rallen with one onto Waro as well, but Simple on the scope. Slaughters the first. 30 HP left for Boros. Tried to push up close to the bench, but Simple put him on it literally.
Yeah, nice little flick down from Simple. He hasn't really had a massive impact into this game so far, but right there, 3 kills on the op. And Team Maikelele making it interesting, getting some kills there at the end and around that. Really, they should have just been saving. Boros is up to 32 as well. Jesus.
I know, man. What a unit. The lethal lad of Boros. He's taken a ton of damage to start things off.
Was
Simple sprinting up and short.
Where did he take that damage from? Is that the molly in bottom mid, maybe? I guess it must have been. A Simple finds the opening onto Maikelele. No smoke in window, and there's Devilwalk. There he is, answering back, getting that kill onto Edward, winning out on that fight for what feels like the first time this game.
You need to. Pivotal round as well. This would be tied back up 13-13. Doesn't matter how many rounds they've lost. If they can just get one more, they're going to be very close. to potentially dragging Mirage into the next. Rallen, by the skin of his teeth there.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You don't want to pull your skin off your teeth.
No. What would that be?
I don't know. Enamel, maybe?
Probably enamel, yeah. I suppose that is tooth
That's
skin.
got to be your tooth skin, really.
Do you eat your teeth skinless or with the skin on?
I would go skinless, personally.
Fair enough, yeah. Can Miles take a bite out of him, though? They don't force him off. He could spray his way through all of them. Tags the man that jumps out the window. Only one kill, but a ton of damage. It's a 3 versus 3. Boros is coming round. Fast reposition from short. He's seen the back of Bondic and broken it. Follow-up frag as well, and it's all on Simple now. Not living for long, though, as Boros, the bulldozer, has cleaned house.
That swing out as well. You're looking at it and you're thinking, okay, if he peeks out here, Simple might be able to kill him, and then it's Simple in the 1 versus 2. Doesn't have a lot of information, but Simple can win this. And as I'm thinking that in my head, already Boros just swings out and one-taps him. It's just like, oh, all right, well, I guess not. I guess that's all over then, isn't it?
I mean, it makes sense, man. You know, he told Maikelele, we play Mirage.
Yeah.
If he's going to be putting up 40 frags, can't really fight back against it.
No, exactly. Fair enough. It's like, hey, look, maybe we don't really like Mirage that much, but you know what? If you drop a 40, fine, we'll play it. And he goes, no problem. No problem. I'll drop 40. We play Mirage.
That was actually his nickname in high school, Edward 40 Hands.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Boros Facts for you.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to him on Twitter, at Boros Facts.
So you've got Edward 40 Hands and Edward 2 Hands, both in the same server.
Mm-hmm. Which one's crisper? That's the question. Right now, both of them have been having some huge rounds. And rounds are the real commodity. Doesn't matter about money anymore.
They made their way into connector this time. You can see Worrell. He's setting up for that smoke towards jungle. 3 players here, and it is just Edward on that lurk over towards A. But SDY actually finds the kill, and that was out on the B push. Yeah, it was. So he takes down Mouse trying to aggress B, and Simple finds Boros swinging window. Tries to find that timing with players dying on the extremities, and Devil Walk just not able to connect that shot as Worrell finishes him off through the box. In a 4 versus 2. Oh, and Maikelele trying to tuck away in that site, trying to just hide out till the end and hope he doesn't get cleared, but Edward is wise to his games, wise to his tricks, comes down the ladder and makes sure that that is put down before anything crazy is able to happen. So now Team Edward again, they're going to put 13 up on the board, and that has broken the economy of Team Maikelele. Now, if Rallen holds on to this gun, Devil Walk and Boros will be able to buy guns into the next round. So potentially they could go for the force to deny the round 14. More likely they just go for the save, but even still, that does require Rallen to try to hold on to this gun. Gets the first one onto Worrell, but he doesn't expect Edward to be this close already, and he's crossed over, and he's about to cross over in a whole nother sense.
To the other side.
Yeah.
He's gone, mate. Edward slivered up on him with a Fire Serpent. 14-13 then. Like you said, the money's gone as well. Only really Devil Walk and Boros that had funds in the back pocket. How do they play around it? Devil Walk with the M4. There's Boros buying in as well. 5-7, 2 Deagles, mixed bag of utility.
Yeah, no kit, but they have done sort of a, what someone might call a quasi-buy sort of into this one. You've got the 2 rifles, armor across the board, upgraded pistols, but with no kit and your utility. In rounds like this, you have to be very careful with where you use it, right? You can't just sort of throw it around willy-nilly, right? You have to make sure that you're using it effectively and in situations when you need to, because you don't have a lot to use. And there's another pick again for Boros. This time on the CT side, finding that pick onto Simple from window, and that's a massive kill.
Worrell needed to hit that shot. Luckily enough, makes up for it on the reface as he peeks out from Delpan. Strikes back against Boros. Oh, Bondic with the spray. Double Molotov out as well. Forces him off of the truck. It's only really the Deagles they've got to work with, but you can see Edward's team knowing they've got to give them respect in a round like this. You can't run the risk of peeking into them. Rallen's just jiggle peeking it for the info.
And there's only one player at A, and that is Maikelele. He's just tucked behind Ticket Booth. He has the 5.7. Not great for long range. Smoke comes out towards top of connector. They have some more utility as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a jungle smoke come out here. Actually just going to molly it off as Edward's going to tuck away there in the corner to make sure that No funny business happens, and the fight towards Palace is actually won by Devilwalk. That M4 coming up big. Oh, but Edward, he knows he's reloading. Devilwalk just about gets away. HE gonna be a problem. Doing tons of damage, but can't finish him off. And now they have to choose where they're gonna plant this bomb. They are gonna plant it for middle, and do they go for the face, the CTs? They don't have a kit, remember, Jack.
Maikelele was waiting this entire time towards ticket booth, hoping they push past and then he could let himself loose. Instead, now it's all about the re-entry. Peek up top, take the focus to the elevated angle. Maikelele falls, but Maus, he's pushed onto the top of the site. Has the Deagle. Devilwalk needs to assist him on this, but he goes down, all up to the dirty Deagle skills to clutch it. Flashbang, wasting time, 14 seconds on the clock. Doesn't have a kit, but hits the head. Bondic, if he jumps on it now, he can't find the bomb. It's too late, Davey. Time's ticked away. He's got to give it up. We're going 14-14.
Yeah, Bondic played that to perfection, knew exactly how to just make sure there was absolutely nothing that Maus could do to win that round. Even if he taps that bomb, right? Even if he taps that bomb right at the very beginning of that one. Like you said, he couldn't find it, but even still, Bondic was never going to peek early, right? He knew the time remaining. He had to wait that one out and just be like, okay, you know, I can just sit here, count to 3 or 4, and then peek out, and there's nothing you can do. Even if you kill me, it's round over. It's exactly what he did. So we do have 14-14, and the double op here for the CTs, and oh! The flash is no good! Maikelele peeking out window, relying on the flash from his teammate, but it doesn't blind Simple, so he goes down. The op has been recovered from Boros, but even still, that's the opening for Simple, and the nade dropped on top of Boros.
If there was a way to set yourself up for the match point, to be 1 round away from being the Emperor Penguins, from being the Kinguin Legends, that was certainly the way to start it. The double AWP set up now, looking nowhere near as impactful as it could have been coming into this round. And still so much time to play with as well. Team Edward, they can take this in their stride. That's basically a 6th man on the server.
And they know that the reaction from Team Maikelele should be some aggression on the extremities. So we saw them holding for the B push. When nothing came out, then they knew likely there's a push towards A. And Edward, he's going to be wise to this. He's definitely going to clear this angle. Oh, but he doesn't see Devilwalk, but the flick is on. It doesn't matter. He didn't clear it perfectly, but he still flicks up and lands the headshot. And it's all on Boros towards A. Lands the first shot onto Waro. And you can see the hesitation now. They don't want to go. SDY jumps and Boros misses. The jump peek from SDY forces the miss from Boros, and look at this. They're falling back. They're saving. They don't have a kit.
They're giving it up. They want to play for the OT. The round's going to be passed over. The timing on it. The connections that we've seen. Sickening shots. And what a comeback it's been. Team Edward, from being on the back foot this entire map, Davey, they've ground it out, and now it seems like they're going to be the first to make it to match point. 1 round away from taking the 2-0 in the series, and Ralla needs to get out of there.
And just that little delay. But it's very Na'Vi-esque. Obviously, I know it's very easy to make the comparison to Na'Vi, given 2 current Na'Vi and a couple ex-Na'Vi players are also playing in this game. But, you know, right there, when Boros finds that first pick on Waro 2K as he's going out ramp, a lot of teams want to quickly follow up and make sure they get the trade on Boros. But Team Edward, they just completely froze just for 2 or 3 seconds, and that made Boros second-guess himself. He's like, wait, was this a fake? Are the other 3 over towards B? And he goes forward for information, gets caught out at triple from the jump peak on SDY, and then that's it. Loses his life and the round is over. And that, just those small little details that these players specifically, having come up through the Na'Vi system, are all very comfortable with.
Nightmare scenes at the end as well. So close to being able to save both the AWP and the M4. Instead, you've not really got exactly what you want. All the bells and whistles aren't here. Devilwalk's only on the MP9. 4 rifles for the rest. Waro, again, trying to go for the fast-paced pick out through ramp. The Molotov keeping him back, though.
Yeah, that Molly stopping the aggression. A double nade came in as well, so if he did decide to try to go through that Molotov, it would have been an absolute nightmare for him. As you can see with the MP9, Devilwalk wants to play aggressive, so he's playing close. The flash is actually good. Oh, but he doesn't clear the corner. Waro has the perfect timing, the perfect info, and Devilwalk goes down. Maikelele's there to trade it, but like you said, with the nade out, he was absolutely helpless, and all it is a 1-for-1.
Edward's been dinked. All of his HP stripped clean off him. He's down on 4 HP. And Boros is still alive. He's been the one beating the drum for Team Maikelele. And for now, he tucks in, waiting. shrouded behind the smoke. Molotov from SDY will be a bit of a nuisance, but the bullet from his AK will do one better. Finishes off Boros and puts them in a great position here into the 30th round. Maikelele, elevated angle, swinging out, remollies it as well. Rallen still tucked in, watching towards the vent. It's not been broken. I might not expect him to be covering this, looking at the feet.
Yeah, and he's going to walk across back to CT, and there is two players here. Again, it's Maikelele tucked behind the ticket booth. And you can see Team Edward, they are worried about this aggression that could have come out towards Ramp or Palace. Maikelele does win out on the first kill onto SDY, but actually, it's traded back and forth. Rallen's able to find Bondic, so it's 2 versus 2, and Edward is very low, Jack down to just 4 HP. It's going to come down to Simple, and Simple's dropped. Oh, Edward, he's got the bomb down. He sees the shadow, he lands the shot. It's a 1 versus 1, low HP. Edward on just 4. The nade, the flash going to give him a chance to escape, Jack, but oh, the 1v1, he spotted him! Oh, and he got him through the box. He finds the kill, recovers the kit, and we are going to overtime for the first time in the event.
The first OT of Kinguin Legends, and what a time for it to kick off. Map 2 of the grand final here on Mirage, 15-15. Edward versus Maikelele. The plays have been insane. Boros versus Simple. All the storylines, Davey. And it amounts to this. Our first OT. Do or die now for Team Maikelele. That's the top and bottom of it. You have to win this map if we want to see a chance of them being crowned the Legends.
We see just one op coming up for the CTs. We saw them try that double op at points throughout this game, but remember, just 10K overtime. So you have to be a little bit careful about how you manage your economy in this one, especially on the CT side. The T side, not so much. As long as you get a bomb plant, you're pretty much fine to buy all 3 rounds. But on the CT side, you have to be really careful. And with 10K, you start double opping too early, you can really cause problems for yourself. Ooh, bold peek from Waro. Could have been someone peeking over that smoke, but he just walks up. Gets lucky with that one. Not so lucky with the nade as it drops right on top of him and SDY. But he has got window control. And there's no one here watching it right now, actually. If he gets a timing, this could be bad. Now we see Rallen has rotated over, so he's got eyes on it as well as this player in jungle. Are they going to clear this? They're walking up. Oh, he's just going for the peek, Jack. He's just going for the peek, and he's lost his life as Waro finds the second. Falls off of the wood and gets the second headshot onto Rallen.
Wicked Waro. With a hell of a 2K. Takes down 2 of the big names on Team Maikelele. Devil Walk, though. Maybe this is a chance for him to step up to the plate. Big headshot connection. The numbers, they're relatively close. Is this angle going to work for him, though? Tucks himself back into the corner. If it's not cleared, he could punish. Sprays through first. Wasn't ready for the follow-up peek from Bondic. 2 versus 3. 30 seconds on the clock as the bomb's planted.
And it's such a good plant as well. Having that player on short, the player towards jungle, Bondic feels very confident planting in front of the triple box. And that's one of the best that's one of the best post-plant spots in the game. You get that bomb planted there. Look at all the different angles you have to worry about. They're Simple on short, finds the pick onto Mouse as he goes for the cross. Maikelele's jumped in, and he does find the pick onto Simple. Now remember, he doesn't have the kit, so he needs to try to recover one. Picks one up from the body of Devil Walk. He's going to drop that smoke on the bomb, and he knows where they can be. Flash comes out. Oh, this is actually very good from him. But yeah, that's the thing with that plant spot. There's just almost nowhere you can be to defuse inside of that smoke.
You know the lineup, it's an easy spray. You should always be able to deny the defuse, and that's exactly what happened. So the first round of the OT secured by Team Edward. It was tight, though. Way closer than it looked on paper, though.
And both teams actually so far in this game have shown a lot of prowess on the T side, right?
Yeah.
We've seen some very strong performances from both teams on their T side. So this overtime, if that continues, will be a similar thing. Oh, look at this. The double underpass push. This could be perfect. The one thing that might do him dirty. Oh, no, the nades are out. Waro goes down with Edward, and that is one trade back onto Simple. That was actually on a rotator by the looks of it. So the bomb is going to go down. No, he did kill a player pushing into underpass. The bomb is going to go down, and because of it, they have a player aggressive towards market. That's Bondic, and Simple's up here in the B-halls, and he's trying to support his team with nades.
Rallen got ahead of the Molotov towards the shop. He's already pushed in, Davey. They didn't expect him to be as quick, so now he peeks out and takes down SDY. It's all on Bondic, trying to survive. Peek from Mouse, stops it there. 16-16. The OT is a competitive one.
And 4 kills for Mouse. That aggression through the underpass, the double push, working to perfection. They find the opening too. Boros did eventually get traded by Simple, but you could see that it's too much at that point. Having that flank come in, and like you said, beating that Molotov inside of Market, just so crucial that he was able to get pushed that far forward and find the kills.
Damn. Redeeming factor as well. Maikelele obviously picks up the AWP, so now you can have the scope back in his hands. He's been hitting some shots with it as well. It's what you want to see. We can't discount Simple.
Never.
Ooh. Although, he has been spammed to bits there. Peek out on middle, and Boros finishes off the job. SDY wants to do one better and try and take down two of them. Tags up Mouse just to 46 and finishes off Boros.
That was actually a very impressive shot. The quick correction there to flick up and land the headshot onto Boros is absolutely massive as Waro has made his way into the window. Oh, Mouse saw him drop out. Is he going to clear this? Is he going to check for it? He creeps across to the right. He's not going to phase the smoke, and now nades out, drops the resmoke. Mouse wants to go aggressive, and the pre-fire's in, finds it. Edwards out on A, though.
Swift kill. Good movement. Edward peeking out through the side of the smoke. Mouse wanted to try and shut him down. Devil Walk, he swings. This round's back and forth like a metronome. Devil Walk dashes out the smoke as well. And that's SDY with the call to get out of there. Bomb on his back, 45 seconds on the clock. He sprints round to try and link up with Bondik. But Bondik, he might have his back turned. There's a player on short as well. Watching this on radar has given me a heart attack.
Yeah, I know. And Maikelele, he was there with the ops. So he was posted up on the angle. I'm assuming it was a jiggle peek from Bondik, spotted it out. And you can see, actually, they think that because they spotted the op on B, that the T's are going to fall back to A, but that's not the case. They're both walking out upper B, and it is completely open. Devil Walk in jungle, Maikelele towards CT spawn. The B bomb site is free for Team Edward to take. SDY pulls out the tech to go on this entry path. Them clearing out the site and dropping the smoke does mean the post-plant spots are going to be a little awkward for them, as Bondik spotted in upper B, so now the CTs have the info on the positions as well.
Utility dashed out, just one flash and a HE in the back pocket. Waiting for a prime opportunity to use it. SDY not losing much health and still hitting heavy. Maikelele's gone and it's all on Devil Walk. Can the big brains pop off now? Waiting for the peak. Hard spam. Connection onto Bondik, but he's tucked in. SDY knows where he's coming from and grabs the advantage at the end of the half.
And much like during regulation, we see in overtime a 2-to-1 lead for the T side. That's the exact ratio that we had throughout both halves as well, with the 10-to-5 score lines. So that's some quick math there for you. Fractions and stuff, that's probably correct.
Make sure you carry the 2.
Yeah, sure.
God damn. You'll only need a couple of rounds to finish this one off, Davey. Can Team Maikelele repeat what they did in the first half? Or would the smackdown be coming out from Team Edward? Simple on the scope again. Heavy grouping towards the B site early.
Nades coming out towards middle. You can see the 3-man play towards mid, 2 in upper B does indicate a potential mid to B split here. The HE towards top middle doing a ton of damage onto Maikelele and Boros. About 50 total damage here as Edward. He's playing up over the smoke, and you can see the slight change in strategy here from the T's. The player comes up underpass and starts to collapse on it, and he finds one. Maikelele's there for the quick trade as Boros finds Waro on short as well. So the advantage here for the T's as Bondik and Simple over here in the B site. The bomb is down towards top mid, and they are just relying on SDY to be able to lock that down from CT.
Rallen was sent on a recovery mission. He went and got the bomb. He's paranoid about a potential push from the ramp. He holds for now. So they're figuring out the way they want to play it. Devil Walk spotted the jump spot. Takes a single tap. He's still there, still trying to get the info.
Oh, and look at Simple. He's like, you know what? All those shots in upper B just seem like a fake. He was like, this is too much noise. It just seems like a fake. So he's already rotating over. Now the question is, does he win out in window? He doesn't. Boros is there. Maikelele from the top of the box also is able to find the pick on the one player towards CT, and Bondik peeking out. Can't find anything as Rallen finishes him off, and we are all tied up again, Jack. 17-17.
You need 2 on the spin. You've got to get both of those rounds if you want to lock it down. If they trade them, one apiece will go into a double overtime. And this game has had so much. From start to finish, we've seen plays from every single one of them. Here we go. Back into the action. Early flashbangs out towards middle. Devilwalk trying to sell the idea that there's some commotion there. Bit of a lurk out as well on the Palace. Looks like he actually is trying to take a peek. Bomb over towards apartments. Lots of utility already dashed out and a mid push coming in from one of the CTs. That'll be Waro.
And what is the reaction here? Very passive so far from the T's. They haven't really pushed forward at all anywhere. And Waro, like you said, close up here in the middle. He does get spotted, and actually Devilwalk wins out on the shot. Waro dinked him through the corner of the wall, but Devilwalk finds the double headshot, gets the kill, and Edward is here in window. Flash comes out towards connector, but Edward sees no presence has actually made their way out mid. That info can be communicated over to his team, and we should see some rotations coming in now at some point. And it actually is SDY grouping up towards connector with Simple. And where are they going to go? They're going to cross back over towards the site by the looks of it, as Maus, oh, he's probably going to find Edward. No, Edward crouches at the perfect time, and that means he loses his life. Devilwalk's there to trade with the op as well. Big round for him as, oh, Simple trying to play around that smoke inside of the fire, and Boros inside of the smoke finds the kill.
Bondik and SDY, the only two that remain then. 25 seconds on the clock. Bomb on the back of the site. That's Maikelele that needs to get the plant off. He's going to spam into it, hoping he could get the connection. Can't quite find it, though. And they're going in together. You've got the flank to work with as well. That'll be Boros. Slowly but surely pulling up with a Neon Rider. The awkward spray, but he still gets it at the end. And Ralland takes down Bondik. 18-17. Team Maikelele, after so long, lead the game again.
Yeah, they've been here before. They've been on map point. Can Team Edward deny them another time? Actually, during regulation, did they get... No, I think they won the last round to bring it to overtime. Team Edward brought it all the way back to match point. So this is the first time this game that Team Maikelele's been on map point.
God damn.
And the buy, look at the buy for Team Edward on the back of it as well. You lose 2 rounds in a row on the CT side, you are absolutely broke. They have 3 M4s, which is good, but they don't have a kit, and their utility's almost completely gone already.
Ooh. The timings that we've seen from some of the peaks on the T side have been unreal. Boros especially thrives in it. And this is the one. This is the golden ticket. You get the chocolate factory if you win this one. Simple, just with a scout. The only AWP in play will be in the hands of Maikelele. And again, focus towards the B site. Maikelele already scoped. No noise to translate his location. Looks like they want to jump into it as well, the jump spot. He's got to read. They have to aggress off the back of it. They're jumping over the head of Bondik. He's got the Famas, but he's going to get cut down by Maus. Waro waiting in the back of the site. Maikelele punishes. Waro springs into action, but it's short-lived. He falls. Edwards holding on, standing tall, takes him down to the 2v2. Devilwalk and Maikelele on the back of the site. He wants to peek up with a scope. Devilwalk's on the off angle towards window. Nade goes in, translates his location, and Maikelele shuts it down. 19-17. We're going to a third match.